Hello, everyone. My name is Joni, and welcome to Love Qualified, a ministry that is dedicated to encouraging others to experience the sovereign love of the one true God who has qualified us to be his beloved ones. I am a Christian romance author, and today I'm going to be sharing my 2023 income report, where I'm going to be sharing some numbers all about the book sales, the income, and the expenses that we had in 2023 in the author business. So if you would like to know more about this, then keep watching. So I did a video like this last year, which I'm going to link in the card. You can just click that video and go and watch it and see how we did in 2022 in terms of just book sales and the income and expenses. Now, I am a published author of 5 books. I'm an independently published author of 5 books. I have 2 devotionals. One of them is called Outpourings of a Beloved Heart, and the other one is called the God Who Knows Me, which is a companion devotional and journals for my first book, my first novel called the One Who Knows Me. And the 3 novels are The One Who Knows Me, The One Who Loves Me, and The One Who Sees Me. The One Who Holds Me is the 4th book in that series, and that will be coming out in September 2024 by God's grace. So without further ado, I am going to share my screen so I can go into the presentation. There we go. That's the 2023 author income report, where we're going to be talking about book sales, income, and expenses. So this is the book sales that we had per month last year. So when I say last year, I mean 2023, because we're in 2024 already. So you can see that when we started off in January, I think we hit about 149 books that we sold in January 2023. So the sales were kind of low going from October in 2022. I think the lowest, it dipped quite a bit in October. I don't know what happened. I shared my experience with that in previous videos, where I said I was still doing the same stuff in terms of social media marketing, but I don't know why it dipped. And then it started to creep up again in November and then also in December. But then in January, what happened was my debut novel, The One Who Knows Me, reached 50 reviews on Amazon. And for whatever reason, I don't know whether somebody shared my video on one of the, on social media and then it got viral, but I don't know. But I had a lot of sales that came in from that the first book, the debut novel, The One Who Knows Me. And I wasn't really doing very much on social media that month. I remember it was just selling a lot. So I kind of assumed that because it reached 50 reviews, maybe Amazon pushed the book. But I got a lot of paperback sales that month, which is really, really good to see. And then so we sold 149 books, and then obviously the sales dipped in February to 65. Again, I don't know what happened there. I was still doing the same things I was doing, and then it just dipped. And then in March we went back up again to 189 books. In March I had one of my videos go viral, and it reached, I think at the moment it's about over 200,000 views on TikTok. That's the highest number of views I've ever gotten. It was a very short video where I was just sharing, my books and just saying that they are Christian romance books, and that video went viral, and I was able to reach a lot of readers there on TikTok, and they bought the book, and you can see it went up to 189. Then the sales dipped again slightly, not as bad as February, but it dipped again in April to 123. Then in May it went up to 184. So in May I celebrated the 1-year anniversary for my second novel, which is The One Who Loves Me, and I did a sale, like a 99-cent sale, and that sale was really successful. So I did a newsletter promo for it, a paid newsletter promo, and that book actually reached number 1 in the category on Amazon.com, and it's never done that before. So that was actually quite nice to see. So we sold 184 books, and then June was release month. So this was the first time that we had sold over 200 books in 1 month. So I released a 3rd book in the series, The One Who Sees Me, and we sold 272 books. At this time I had 4 books in total published, so we sold 272 books. And then July I had a video. Somebody posted a video on their Instagram and their TikTok, which went viral, and I got lots and lots and lots of sales. It was amazing. And yeah, she just shared the book and it went viral and we had lots of sales. So we sold over 300 books. This is the first month, I think the only time since then that I've sold over 300 books. So 306 books in July, and then it was kind of steady after that. In August, 259. In September, 241, and again in October it dipped to 181. I don't know why it dipped, but obviously it wasn't a huge dip, thank God. And then November it went back up again to 189, and then December 272. Now in December, the only thing I did was Facebook ads. So I did Facebook ads alone. I put it for about £3 a day. I didn't post on TikTok. I didn't post on Instagram Reels. I didn't post on YouTube Shorts. Well, maybe I posted one YouTube Shorts which had like 65 views. And as you can see, the Facebook ad really worked for me in December. I sold 272 books, so I was very pleased with that, thank God. And I'm just going to keep experimenting with that and just see how that continues to go. So that's it for book sales. And as you can see, in terms of percentages of books that we sold, so The One Who Knows Me is the debut novel. I've sold, over 2,000 copies of this book by God's grace. So it made up 52.8% of book sales. It's always been my bestseller. And then following that is the second book in that series, which is The One Who Loves Me, and that's come at 30.2%. And then The One Who Sees Me, which is coming at 16.4% of the book sales. Obviously, that book published in 2023, so I only had 6 months worth of sales, but I still found that was really good. And then obviously the devotionals, I clumped the devotionals, the two devotionals, Outpourings of the Beloved Heart and The God Who Knows Me, and that made up 0.6%. So the devotionals they haven't been like huge sellers in the past, so I'm not bothered about that. We still had some sales, and we actually met like how many books we sold in total for that in the month of in the year of 2023, which was actually great. So I actually really enjoyed seeing that. So now we're going to go into income per month. So as you can see, so I'm not going to be sharing the actual numbers because I just feel like that's a bit too personal to share online. But you can see from the graph in January. So the thing about income, you need to understand that what I'm documenting here is because Amazon pays 2 months after the month that you actually make the sale, which means that the income that actually hit my bank account in January was sales from November. Okay, so it's sales from November. So you can see it started off quite low, and then December it creeped up a bit. That's from December 2022. I got paid that in February 2023, and now you can see the book sales for March 2023. Those are the sales from January 2023, where I said that I sold a lot of books when the first novel hit 50 reviews. As you can see, the income went up. And then so what happened in April was that Amazon was late with their payment. So all of my Amazon earnings, the only thing that came in that I got in April was my draft to digital earnings. Amazon was late, and so everything was pushed to May. So I did not get, it looks like I didn't sell anything. I actually sold stuff. It's just that Amazon paid me late. So what actually, the earnings from Amazon for April actually hit my bank account in May. So that's why you can see that close to nothing there. And then you have so that's January, February, March, April, May, and then you have June and July dipped slightly, and then obviously August, that would be the earnings from I'm getting confused now, from 2 months before. But as you can see, it steadily went up because of those viral videos and from release month, and also the viral videos in July. So you can see that went up, and then November and December as well. You can see that it dipped a bit, but not as low as as January, for say. So that's it for sort of income. And then this is the sales for this is just a chart for expenses. As you can see, it really varies from month to month. So the highest month that I spent a lot, so the two months where I spent a lot, you can see April, I actually spent a lot of money, and that's because I was preparing for the release of The One Who Sees Me in June. So I think I paid my my editor, I paid for the cover design in April, and I actually put down a deposit for the book 4, so I actually paid a lot of money there. And then towards the end of the year, I actually bought a lot of signed copies because I had to send the books to some signed copies to Nigeria to sell in the bookstore there, and I also ordered some more signed copies to stock for my website and also to sell on TikTok shop and things like that. So I spent quite a bit of money also towards the end of the year. But the middle of the year, we managed to keep the income, the expenses quite low. And then, it just really varies. I have lots and lots of different subscriptions. So I'm actually going to read out some of the things that I spent money on. So on I think we'll talk about that in the next slide. Okay, so you can see here, this is the income report. So this is just the percentage of the percentage from the different income streams and how much they contributed to my to the earnings. So I did a video, and I'm going to leave it in the cards, about all my, I think I had 8 income streams in total for 2023, 8 including my full-time job as a physician associate. So I didn't include that here, obviously. This is just from the author business. But those 8, you had Amazon KDP, you had Draft Digital, Barnes & Noble, and actually it's 9 because I added Ingram Spark, and by the time I'd made that video, I hadn't included Ingram Spark. There's Ingram Spark, there's Okada Books, BAM Books, website signed copies, the merch store, speaking engagements was another thing that I didn't include in that video, so it's 10 now. So yeah, it was altogether 10 like income streams plus my day job. So I've put them here into a percentage, as you can see. So you can see here that Amazon KDP contributed, the earnings from Amazon KDP was about 82.4%. It has always been the, where I earn most, majority of the money, and followed by Draft Digital, which is 10.9%. And I'm going to try my best to navigate these small ones. So I've got my website signed copy sales here, which is 3.3%. And then I've got speaking engagement. I had 1 speaking engagement in 2023, and that was 0.7%. And then you have the merch store, which is 0.3%. And then that's the website. And then here you have Okada Books, which is 0.3%, Ingram Spark 1.1%, Barnes & Noble 0.8%. So there you go. I hope I've done all of them, but that's basically the percentages that you have there. I will be doing another video to tell you guys my updated income streams for 2024. There's just a few other things I need to finalize, so that video will be coming soon by God's grace. And lastly, you've got expenses. So you can see just in terms of the percentages for how much I actually spent, in different categories. So you've got production costs here, which makes up majority of it, and that's 70.3%. I'm just going to list out what exactly I spent on production. So I spent money for the editing of the blurb for book 4, which is The One Who Holds Me. Also editing of The One Who Sees Me as well. I paid my editor. I paid the remaining half balance for the cover of The One Who Sees Me, which released last year. And then I also paid the first half, the deposit for The One Who Holds Me. And then I paid for proof copies, signed copies, postage, and bookmarks and stickers like stationeries that goes with the signed copies. I paid for ISBNs as well. So I ran out of my initial 10 pack of ISBNs that I bought, so I had to pay for a new pack as well. So that's it for production. And then you've got websites and subscriptions, which contributed about 14.2% to the expenses. And in terms of website and subscriptions, basically, I paid for my author website domain name. I paid for the merch store website domain name, and then I paid for this other subscriptions like Canva Pro, which I use for making graphics and stuff for the business. And then I paid also for BookFunnel, which is another software that I also use for towards the business. And then also I started a membership for Alliance of Independent Authors last year. That was the first time that I actually joined this this membership, and it was £89. So I joined that, and I've joined that this year as well. So that's basically it for website and subscriptions. So the next part of the percentage that contributed to the expenses is marketing. And in terms of marketing, I spent I spent money on some giveaways. I did some paid email like promos. I paid money on a pop-up shop, which I didn't actually end up going to, and then I paid money for some advertising, so paid advertising on Okada Books, which is a Nigerian digital library, and also I did some Facebook advertising as well. Like I mentioned, towards the end of the year in November and December, I did some Facebook advertising as well. So that's it. And then I did some training as well for myself, but basically the training just included some events that I went to. I did like this workshop all about like entrepreneurship, and then I bought some books. I bought a book about like entrepreneurship and being a woman in business and things. So that's basically it when it comes to expenses. So I think that is the end. So yeah, that's the end of the presentation, and I'm going to stop sharing. And the only other thing is that I didn't mention about the individual numbers of books that we actually sold. So we sold altogether 16 devotionals. So my goal was to sell at least 12, so one devotional a month. So we surpassed that goal, thank God. And then we sold, for the one who knows me, we sold 1,304 copies of The One Who Knows Me across all the different platforms. For The One Who Loves Me, we sold 745 copies across all the different platforms, and for The One Who Sees Me, we sold 404 copies across all the different platforms. So I wanted to sell at least 12 copies of the devotional. I wanted to sell at least 350 copies for the novel, so you can see that we really surpassed that goal. Yes, and I'm really happy about that. So there's the income report. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions at all about this, then please do let me know. I'd love to answer your questions, so leave a comment down below. Please like this video, subscribe and share, and yeah, I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. On this channel is all about faith, entrepreneurship and lifestyle, so you're interested in following my journey, then please don't forget to subscribe. Have a lovely day, and remember that the sovereign love of God has qualified you to be his beloved one. Take care, and God bless you. Bye.